I'm going out, I gotta go. I'll bang a rang on the radio. So turn it up, I'm telling you. I think I'm ready for something new. Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza. Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza.
I'm Noelle, the host of Pop Punk and Pizza, and today I'm joined by the members of Londyn's Falling. So, how are you guys?
Yo, what's up? I'm doing really well.
Doing great.
Cool. So, first off, tell us where you guys are from.
Yeah, we're actually all of us are from LA. We're born and raised and still in LA. So yeah.
Cool. I imagine it's much warmer there than it is in Illinois right now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Even in the winter, the coldest it's gonna get here is probably incomparable to how cold it gets where
Yeah,
you are.
definitely. Like a week ago, it was like 5 degrees, literally. It's terrible, but
That's insane.
yeah. But how did you guys decide to start a band together?
Yeah, we started. I actually have been an artist for a while, as London, and I was making solo music, which was kind of emo rap. So,
Okay.
pop punk adjacent and stuff. I grew up with a lot of pop punk, and that's my roots more
Mhm.
so. But I never had a band or anything, and over quarantine, I kind of was just so alone and isolated. It made me kind of recenter and think like, what do I really want to do? And then I reached out and was kind of putting feelers out there if anyone wanted to start this project with me. Josh was the first to join, just kind of laying drum track, some.
The screen just got stuck. I don't know if, sorry, this you guys froze for a second.
Yeah, you froze too. It's
Oh,
okay.
Okay. Sorry about that. So, you guys all worked as either musicians, writers, or producers before you were in this band. So, how did you get into the music industry, and what made you decide that music was something that you wanted to pursue?
Yeah, I mean, I can only speak for me personally. I started really, really young. I have family in music, so from a very young age was seeing shows and that, music was a possibility for a life and for a career and whatnot. And I started playing drums when I was really young, and it kind of continued in different various forms, but for me it's always been something in music that I kind of knew I was gonna do.
Okay, cool. And what about you, Josh?
um, yeah, I started playing drums at a very young age because my dad played drums, um, and he played a lot of like heavy metal stuff, and then
Okay.
I like growing up saw that, and I wanted to like be able to play like loud and
Yeah, that's
Loud and
awesome.
fast.
Yeah, for sure. So, what artists or bands inspire or influence you guys when you're writing songs?
Whew, there are tons. I think one of, at least personally, one of my favorite bands writing wise that influences me is My Chemical Romance.
Oh,
Huge
definitely.
My Chem fan, and I just love the expressiveness in their music and how it feels like you kind of get wrapped up into their world, I guess you
Yeah.
could say. And that's one of the things that really influences me. Although I would say in general as a band, one of the great things about being modern is how many different influences we have from different genres. When pop punk was starting, there was like an emo wave before it, and there was only a sort of limited amount that you could be inspired by as comparison to now. We have all these bands in different genres and whatnot that you can be inspired by and take, a maybe this little piece inspired me from something completely outside of this genre, and then maybe this from, My Chemical Romance or something, and it's allowed us to sort of make something that was more so our own.
Yeah. MCR is one of my favorite bands. Actually, they're probably my favorite band.
Yeah,
So
me too. Yeah.
yeah, they're awesome. So you have a new single out now called 911, and it's great, by the way. So can you tell
Thank you.
me what that song is about and like the process of writing that song?
Yeah. 911 is about the pressures that people put on you to not make a mistake or to always be perfect. And they don't have any self-reflection when they're putting those pressures on you. And they can be doing all these things that you're like, hey, well, you're doing the same things I'm doing, but they're only calling you out and they're never looking back towards themselves. And so it's sort of, it could be about honestly any type of relationship, whether it be like relationships between you and your parents, or you and your friends, or you and a loved one, or it could be even between like an artist and their fans, or an artist in the music industry, anything like that, where there's this kind of push and pull where you're feeling a lot of pressure and judgment from the other side. And the process making that song was really fun and interesting. We started just making like guitar chords and kind of getting what the feel of the song was going to be before we actually started diving into it. And then I wrote most of the lyrics with and we write almost everything together, really 50-50. So it's always a great experience to write with somebody else who's on the same page as you and can kind of expand upon what you're trying to get out of your head, because it can be really hard sometimes. And then
Right.
I remember being in the studio with Josh, and we have usually like, we have playlists or all these different musical influences and whatnot, and we show like, oh, this drum beat would be cool, or this fill right here would be super cool. And so there was I remember like a drum beat that Josh showed me that he wanted to add, and then it kind of just all started coming together piece by piece.
Cool. So would you say you usually write the lyrics first or the music first for your songs, or does it vary?
Hmm. I think it varies. It depends what the inspiration is for the song, I suppose. Sometimes if there's a guitar riff or guitar chords or something like that that really strike something within me emotionally, then that could be a great foundation. But sometimes it can be, like I have a lyric just coming up back, or a word or something that's just repeating over sorry, over and over in my head, then
Hmm,
that could be inspiration for a song too. By the way,
cool.
this is Jacoby, our lead guitarist.
Hi,
Hey, how's it going?
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
So you guys collaborated with UK artist Maka Wiles on that song. And if you could collaborate with another artist or band, who would you choose?
Haley Williams.
Oh, nice.
Very, very, very easy answer for me.
Yeah.
She's my queen.
Yeah, I mean, there's for me a million different people that I would love to collaborate. I love working with other artists, especially ones that inspire me. I would say if we're trying to be somewhat, I guess, a little bit more realistic, Youngblood would be another
Oh,
UK
yeah.
artist that I think would be really fun to collaborate with. I love his energy, and his songwriting is really great too.
Yeah, he's good too.
Yeah.
So you covered Just Like Heaven by The Cure, and you made it like more pop punk sounding while still sticking with like the overall sound of the original song. And I think you did a good job of that. But
Thank you.
you're welcome. And are there any other songs you would really like to cover in the future?
Um, yeah, we have a list, but like,
Okay.
just not sure. I mean, there's really tons, honestly. It's really, really fun taking a song that like sounds like it like really shouldn't, but also should go in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where to
One
start.
for me, or we have a list that we're talking about right now. One for me that would be really fun is "This Charming Man" by the Smiths.
Okay.
We're big fans. I mean, we covered The Cure. We were big fans of like that kind of glittery goth type
Yeah.
music, I guess you could
Glittery
call
goth is a perfect. I've actually
Yeah.
never heard that phrase before, and now it's my favorite.
Yeah, cool. So what has been your favorite venue to play at so far, or which venue would you really like to play sometime in the future? It
Um,
could,
oh, sorry.
it could be big or small.
So our favorite so far has definitely been the Viper Room. That was honestly insane. That was such a really, really awesome, cool, fun show. The acoustics in there were amazing, the lights, everything. Even though it's like sort of small and intimate, it was compared to like, I don't know, a bigger venue that we'd like to play
Mhm.
in the future. It was still really, really great. And definitely I think in the future, hopefully we'd love to play Red Rocks.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
yeah,
That's
that'd be
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. It's an amazing venue.
Yeah. So have there been any weird things that have happened at shows or like when you're on the road or anything like that?
Hmm.
Hmm.
I
Weird.
weird, I wouldn't say. There's obviously like every show there has been things where we didn't expect it, but mostly on our end where something goes wrong. I remember one time Josh, we use like a click track and a backing track for like tempo and for added production. And I
Hmm.
remember one time we got off and I remember thinking like, how do we go off? And then Josh just goes like, I can't hear anything. And he's like just trying to stay on tempo as best as he can,
Oh
but his
no.
headphones
No.
like connected, like they went out of
The
connection.
even better
Yeah.
story is definitely the we played a house show
Oh
and
yeah.
like literally it was like the universe didn't want us to play that set correctly because one thing after another my amp blew first, and so like it blew right after I played the opening riff to Mr. Brightside cover that we were doing.
Oh
And so
no.
like and then like right after I was done with it, then the amp just like died and you couldn't hear anything else out of the guitar. So I had to hurry and switch to London's amp, and then
Yeah,
like
I
the
had a tuning pedal which mutes the guitar signal when you hit it, and I was trying to run around to be more entertaining because I couldn't play and there was less going on, and I
Yeah.
would hit it like every 10 seconds
like my
and mute
guitar
the
would cut
guitar.
out like again and again
Oh
and
no.
again and again in the middle of every song, and then also the like not just one but two different mics like London's mic died first, just randomly it just stopped working, and then he ran and took mine, and then that mic stopped working too.
And so
Oh
I had to
no.
go back and get Josh's mic. It was
Wow.
but we
It was
never
the
stopped and
funniest.
we made it through. We kept playing, and you just gotta, you can't just
Yeah.
stop and be like, okay, hold on, this isn't working.
Yeah.
Right.
You just, the show must go on.
Yeah, exactly. You got to keep going. That's funny. But what is your favorite song to play live?
Of ours or a
Yeah,
cover?
of yours, or it could be a cover.
For me, it's easy. It's oh, favorite song?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Romance.
We
Oh,
have a lot of
wait.
unreleased music. So
Unreleased. That
Okay.
we have an album coming out. So if we say a name, it's maybe not out yet.
Okay.
That's probably our favorite song. Uh,
Cool.
yeah, you'd have to see us live to know the song.
Okay.
uh, Josh,
Cool.
do you have a favorite song to play?
Um, can anybody hear me?
Yeah, another one of our
Yeah.
unreleased songs. So so yeah, honestly we created singles to for the purpose of being able to kind of get our name out there, our music out there, and we love our singles. Don't get us wrong, but we first started making an album. That was like our first thing that we did, and so all these songs that might be our favorites aren't released yet, but they will be very
Yeah.
soon, and it's on our
Cool.
album. Yeah.
Nice. So do you have any jobs or hobbies outside of making music?
Um, I play a lot of soccer. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
that
hobby.
counts.
Yeah, it's my second like it's definitely second favorite activity behind music. I like it's my second passion. I
Yeah.
like am a huge soccer nerd. Like just everything. You can ask me. I know how many goals the top scorer in England has scored. And playing it and everything. I'm a really huge fan.
For
Cool.
me, I enjoy a lot. I do MMA. I've been doing like martial arts since I was a little kid.
Oh, cool.
So that's something that I still do to this day. I try to go as much as I possibly can because I think it's really important as a musician, as it being our passion, but also our job to do something outside of it and not get burnt out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. What about you, Josh?
Um, I I skate. That's
Yeah, skating.
Skateboard?
Josh skates all the time. Yeah.
Josh is
Yeah.
nasty at skating, honestly.
Yeah.
I love skateboarding too.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's a lot of fun. I'm not that good at it, but it's fun.
Doesn't
Me
matter.
neither.
Yeah.
She was a skater girl.
So what is your experience with record labels, and are there any specific record labels you'd like to be signed to in the future?
Yeah, actually I started when I was 16 my own record label because I had an opportunity for distribution that I wanted to spread to like my friends who I was working with at the time. And I'm a producer for a lot like other artists. That's one of my main things outside of the
Mhm.
band musically. So it was a way for us to sort of spread this opportunity that I had gotten. And to this day, like technically, we're signed to that label, even though it's really just like a thing that we created for distribution and for getting our music out there. Although we would absolutely love to be signed. I think for me, Epitaph is a staple of the rock genre that has
Oh
signed
yeah.
so many of my favorite bands throughout the years. So
Yeah.
for me, that would be one.
If it was like mid 2000s, and probably still it'd be Fueled by Ramen.
Yeah.
Definitely, I
Yeah.
love like most of the things that came out. Like I just like watched a video on the creation and like the evolution of Fueled by Ramen and everything. They really were the backbone of every single one of my favorite artists and
Yeah.
favorite bands.
Yeah,
So
love that.
I'd say that one.
Yeah, they have a lot of great bands on that label.
Oh yeah.
So are you guys planning on, well, you said you were planning on
Yeah.
releasing an album soon. So what musical direction do you think you want to take for it?
Country EDM. Definitely.
Yeah, we're switching everything. No, I would say compared to our singles, it's a bit heavier, I guess you could say.
Cool.
It tours through more emotional themes, whereas our singles are more for the purpose of being fun and catchy, and these songs are more like emotionally connected to all of us, I would say.
Yeah. Cool. So since this is the Pop Punk and Pizza podcast, I wanted to ask, what's your favorite kind of pizza?
Pepperoni. I'm a
Pepperoni.
just a I used to be cheese growing up, and then like
Yeah.
older I get, the more I was just like, there's just too much cheese on cheese pizza. I need to switch it up.
Yeah.
Mine used to be margarita pizza, although
Yeah.
I'm vegan now, so I would
Okay.
say like I usually just try to put a bunch of veggies on it to compensate for the lack of cheese because that's obviously a huge part of pizza. So
Yeah.
anything like bell peppers, onions, mushrooms, spinach, like any almost honestly almost any veggie you can throw on it and I will enjoy.
Yeah. What about you, Josh?
I'm also the same. I'm also vegan,
So yeah.
which is nice because a lot of times we get the same food, and
Yeah.
we always coordinate when we're like gonna get
Yeah, it's actually
lunch or
true.
dinner.
Yeah. That's a plus.
Yeah, it is.
So when is your next show?
It is April 8th at the Viper Room.
Cool.
No, March.
Oh, I'm sorry. We have a show before then. That's our next show in LA. Our next show is March 17th, and we're actually playing at South by Southwest. So
Oh,
we're
nice.
very, very excited to go to Austin. I've never been, and I just have heard so many crazy and fun stories about it and amazing, amazing times. So we're very excited.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
honestly, I don't think I've ever been either, but really, really awesome to get out of our zone for a little bit,
Yeah.
travel and meet some other people across the desert.
Yeah. So where can our listeners find your music?
Yeah, you can find our music on all streaming platforms, including like SoundCloud, YouTube, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, literally everywhere. And it's Londyn's Falling, LONDYNNES Falling. And it's the same thing for our social medias. We post a lot on our social medias, TikTok, Instagram. You can follow us even on Twitter, Facebook, everything at Londyn's Falling, spelled the same way, LONDYNNES Falling.
Cool. And is there anything else you guys would like to plug or mention before we go?
Yeah, we have a another sort of music video planned, or not planned, for 911 that's going to come out in the next week and a half or so, that we're really excited about, to kind of, it's a new look on the song, that it's a slightly different recording and it's a completely different video, so we're really excited to be able to release something else around that song, and yeah, something that we made during that time.
Cool. Well, that's exciting. I look forward to watching that.
Thank you.
And so thank you so much, guys, for doing this interview and taking the time to talk with me. I really appreciate it.
Of course,
Absolutely.
appreciate you as well.
Yeah, thank you so much, Noel.
Yeah, it was
It
nice
was
meeting you
really
guys.
fun. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one,
All
guys.
right, bye.
Bye.
Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya.